Right guys, okay, so as you know, recently I started picking up American Super Nintendo games and I'm now building a brand new American SNES collection. So for anyone that's seeing this has never seen before, back 10 years, well 11 years ago, 2014, I had 120 something boxed American Super Nintendo games in immaculate condition. I love that collection. Unfortunately at that time, things happened and I had to sell it. And I've never been able to go back to the American games just purely because of the cost. The price of the games just went absolutely astronomical in the last 5 years. But now it's starting to settle down a bit more and I'm able to start picking the games up again. So I thought I'd give it another crack. I really want to build a brand new collection. So that's what I've done. Now, if you've not seen the previous videos, there is a playlist on the channel. So just click on my channel, go to the playlist, American Super Nintendo, and you can catch up. Right, so I've got 2 more games today. So far, so good. I've picked up 4 games, as I've shown in the last 2 videos. That's brilliant. As for everything else, well, I've been looking around. Mostly the way I go about this at the moment, I've been checking obviously UK eBay for anybody that sells American games, which is fairly limited. There's a lot of games on there American, but most of them are either games I don't want, games not in the condition I want. That's probably it really. The price is really fair. To be honest, I've got to be honest, most UK sellers with American stuff, there's always exceptions I'm sure, but for the most part they are pretty fair because, you know, when you balance it against, you know, you weigh it up against importing the game, it ends up being either about the same or less, you know, because, you know, buying from America, it's not just buying it, you've got to buy it, pay the shipping, pay the VAT 20% up front, and anything over 130 quid will get you import tax as well. So on the balance, it usually is quite good if you can get it with the UK. But of course, as I say, there isn't that much that really I'm interested in. So I use eBay, I use Retro Games, Jace's website, which is absolutely fantastic. He doesn't get loads of American stuff in, but he gets the odd one here and there, so always keep an eye on him. And then of course I use American eBay. I also, with UK eBay, I do tend to branch out from the UK as well. I look around continental Europe and the European Union, just get a whole, you know, search everywhere, the entire world, because you just never know what's going to pop up there, really, do you? But yeah, so far it's been going all right. I picked those 4 games up. I picked up 2 more today to show you, and it's just trundling along quite nicely at the moment. You know, I'm not in any rush because prices, even though they are down at a more fair level now, they're a lot easier to pick up than they used to be. They're still expensive. None of these, you know, Super Nintendo, I think no matter which region you go for, it isn't cheap. Even the Japanese market can get expensive. You know, and again, it's all relative to everybody and their own personal budget and how you view pricing. You know, some people, Super Nintendo prices are nothing because they buy Neo Geo. You know, to somebody who only buys like disc-based media, they're going to think Super Nintendo is expensive. So it's all relative, you know, and we all do what we want to do because, you know, we got to do what makes us happy. Now, I've got to be honest, the collecting bug has really come back hard with this for me. You know, I mean, obviously I've been buying other systems, as you can see. I've got systems here. I've got a Wii U on there playing New Super Mario Bros. U, which I've just picked up recently. I did get, when I bought the 2 consoles a couple of months back, I got a copy of that with it, but it didn't work. A couple of the games that came with it just wouldn't load. The Wii U, both Wii U's I tried it on, and the game just, this one and Mario Maker, and I think it might have been Nintendo Land, no, not Nintendo Land. I don't know. Oh yeah, Rayman. That was it, Rayman, Mario Maker, Super Mario Bros. U. They wouldn't, it's a tangent, isn't it? They wouldn't load. Basically, put them in the machine and it just says invalid disc. So I was like, that's a bit odd. Especially as the discs were mint, there was no scratches on them, so I didn't understand that. So I got a spare, just a loose disc for that game. That didn't work either. Although that one did have a couple of marks on it. It was sold as like new, but it wasn't. So I was like, oh, that's frustrating. Anyway, this one came up for 8 quid. And the guy said his wife had bought it, not realising he hadn't got a Wii U. They've only got a Wii. So he put it on sale and mint as new, and it was, when it arrived, it's immaculate and it worked first time. So I don't know what's going on with the Wii U discs. It's a bit odd. Does anybody know about this? If you've got Wii U's and you've got a collection, have you experienced the same issue? I've Googled it and I've seen a couple of people saying that this can happen, but yeah, a little frustrating. But nonetheless, I've got it now and I'm playing it and it's fantastic. But anyway, that's a sidebar. So back to the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on the market and, you know, trying to get a gauge at the moment, trying to gauge prices of the games that I'm interested in and what I'm going to be likely to be paying for them. And as I say, if I can get them in the UK, that helps massively. And yeah, at the moment the prices are fair. there are some lunatics on American eBay who are still trying to get those ridiculously high prices, just like they are in the UK with PAL SNES, to be quite honest. I mean, the PAL SNES is pretty much the same as American SNES in that it went crazy in 2020, and over the last 5 years, it's only just started to calm down the last year or so. And a lot of games are coming down to normal prices, but there are still a couple of people holding out trying to get hundreds of pounds for a game that's worth like 50. That's kind of frustrating. And it's the same in America by the look of it. As an example, the other night Star Fox came up. I've been trying to get a good copy of that. A copy come up in what looked to be really nice condition. It was boxed, manual, plastic bag, dust cart, all the paperwork, you know, reg cards, the whole business, posters and all that. I thought, great, I might have this. It was $60, great price. So I clicked on it, had a look through the auction. Unfortunately, when I got to the back of the cartridge, it was a bit yellow. So I was like, okay, I'm not buying that. At the same time, another guy listed one. Now, fair enough, I would say the box and everything wasn't as good condition as the $60 one. It was in decent nick, it wasn't knackered, but it wasn't as clean as the $60 one. But the cartridge was immaculate. You wanted $330. I'm sorry, but that's just ridiculous. There's just no, how do you even get to that price? When, you know, when I'm looking on American eBay, I'm looking at anything from 60 to 125 for Star Fox. Some are asking 140 and a bit higher, maybe 200, which is a little excessive as well. But how do you get 330 when there's so many copies available? It just seems bad. If there's like a very limited amount of copies, you can take the piss and put the price up and hope that somebody will just give up and buy it. I understand that, but when there's a lot of copies, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So there's a couple of people like that, so you've really just got to take your time and hold on. I know Alex Nintendo Arcade, or sorry, L's Arcade, he did say to me recently he picked up a Garnet for 200, which is a phenomenal price. I thought that game would be so expensive right now. I mean, it's always been an expensive game, so you know, he was saying that basically just wait, you know, you can get good deals. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking my time, hence why I've only got 2 games to show you today. I'm not going to rush this collection. So anyway, let's just crack on, because obviously I've been chatting away here. I just want to give you a quick update to where I'm at. But I'm really enjoying picking up the American stuff, and I'm really looking forward to building this collection, and I hope you'll continue to watch the videos and watch it grow. I know for a lot of you that obviously you've seen me do this like over 10 years ago. Back in 2009 when I first started, I was building the collection up to 2014. But hopefully it'd be interesting enough to see how I can do it in 2025 with the state of the market. Okay, that's it. First game. Great platformer, a game that I love, and I've got it on PAL, and I actually played through it a couple of weeks back. Beat it in 2 days, which is really good for me because I've never been that good at this game, and I absolutely loved it. So when I saw this American copy on English, on UK eBay, I was absolutely blown away because the price was right, the condition was great, and he accepted an offer as well. I only got like a $5 off it, but nonetheless, everything saved is good. So the game I picked up, Capcom's Aladdin. I mean, you know, essential game. A lot of these early games I'm going to be picking up are probably going to be really obvious and like the ones that you just have to have in the collection. Games that I've talked about many times over the years that I absolutely love. But yeah, lovely condition. So I'll just show you around the box. It has got a bit of a mark there. That's pretty much it. That's the only issue. If you want to call it that, it's so minor. It's a very shiny box, so I'm amazed it doesn't get more scuff. I love the back on this box. I love the way they put the screenshots there and all the text and the big introduction there. It's just really nicely laid out. I do think, as much as I love my PAL, and I really love my PAL boxes, all different colours, I do think the black box is actually quite nice because they really make the screenshots and the text all pop. But nonetheless, I will admit that the PAL box is better. The Japanese one's red, this one's black, the PAL one's green, and it's got massive text for Aladdin. It looks fantastic. I would show you, but it's over there and I can't. I've got to get out of the box for text and everything. Right, let's see what we've got. So in this one, we have, of course you get the cautions leaflet, which pretty much every SNES game seems to have. We've got a Nintendo Power leaflet as well, which is nice. We've got the registration card, which I love. You know, don't always get those, but it's great when you do. And I've got the manual in lovely condition. So I'm really glad to get this off a UK seller, because when I looked at what I paid for it, and I've seen it coming up on American eBay recently, and it was much more expensive to have imported it. So I did very well. There we go. So good on the seller for being fair. And for him to take an offer, he didn't need to take an offer because, quite frankly, why would you? You know, when you're selling American games, there's only a limited amount of people that are going to want them. It's a small market. And look at that. Beautiful, the levels and the screenshots. Love it. Fantastic game. Yes, it's a limited market, so they can hold out really, can't they? They know full well that if someone wants to buy this game, they're either going to pay them the money or they're going to import it and have to get stung by import tax and stuff. you know, so it ain't worth it. This game was, by the way, that was only if you buy it from America. I paid far less than the import tax threshold for in the UK. Bag, dust cart, which I love. I've said many times now, but just for anyone that doesn't know, when it comes to these, for me, I'm really just looking for the box, the cartridge, the manual, and I'm happy. If they come with like the Nintendo Power leaflet, posters, reg cards, that's a bonus. I mean, precautions you're pretty much getting with every game anyway. The only thing I've got an exception for is these dust carts. I love these, I can't stop calling them that, dust protectors. I love these cartridge protectors, they're absolutely fantastic. And one of the best things about American SNES, as well as the amazing shape of their cartridges. If it doesn't come with a bag, I can live with that. But really the only thing I go for is the dust protector. If a game has got that, and it's only a couple of quid more, I'm going to always plump for that. There you go, lovely grey condition all the way around, because frankly I don't want to have to import a load of them in bulk from the US, because shipping alone would be a bloody nightmare. So it would just get very expensive, so I'd rather pay the extra couple of pounds or dollars and get a box game with a dust protector if I can. So yeah, as I say, I beat Aladdin a couple of weeks back over 2 nights. Absolutely love it. What a fantastic platformer. It really does hold up well. You know, I never played it back in the day either, from what I can remember. So you know, I've only played it as an adult and a collector, and it's just great. It's got beautiful, colourful graphics. Music is absolutely stunning on it. I mean, it's a Super Nintendo, of course it's great. You know, great sound effects as well. But I think like the level design is really, really nice. And I've said recently as well, Mega Drive game, which I've also got, was always my favourite. I think most people go with that one out of the 2 Aladdins. But I feel like now I've played them quite a lot, that the Mega Drive game, the platforming isn't as tight as the Super Nintendo. If you want a good platformer, then the Super Nintendo is the one to go for. The Mega Drive is more visually appealing, but both of them are fantastic games, so they're definitely worth owning. But I think this one, I've really had a great time. The only struggle I ever have is on the which probably most people have, is on the flying carpet. You know, when you're trying to do that level, because the screen's moving with you and it's going fairly quickly, and then at the end it goes rapid and just shoves you. I crashed quite a few times, but you know, like most of these old 16-bit games, they never get to the point like when you're playing a Call of Duty when you want to rage quit and throw the controller at the wall. These games, they just irritate you slightly and you're like, and it's usually your mistake that you've made, so you want to go back and keep trying to make it right. And so I did, and I beat it, and even when I got to the boss at the end, the snake, I remember when I completed it for the first time in 2018, and I found that snake really hard because I couldn't get my head around the mechanics of the way it was bouncing the screen and getting the bounce right to land on the snake. This time I managed to just figure it out in about 5 minutes, and I killed him quickly. So that was well chuffed. So yeah, anyway, really glad to have Aladdin back in the collection, a fantastic addition, and I'm really going to enjoy playing through the US version. Okay, let's get straight into it. So straight away, I mean, how good does it look? The colours, the level of detail, and if you move, you see in the archway there, and you walk past it, you've got parallax, multiple layers. Absolutely love it. So it's just a fantastic game. Such a really fun platformer, this one. It moves at a really good pace as well. And there's just so much going on. The music's just absolutely incredible. Grab those apples. See, even like the skid, look at the animation, look at that. It's absolutely brilliant. The way he moves his arms, the way he runs, it's just absolutely superb. So well done. So his first level, pretty straightforward. I reckon if you're good at it, you could probably speedrun this, no problem. I'll just throw an apple on him, just knock him out a little bit. Oh shit, oh, I thought I was going to get caught there. Right, I'm right, next bit coming up. So I definitely think this plays as a better platform than the Mega Drive. The Mega Drive's a great game. I've got it, I own it, I love it. It's fantastic, but the SNES one has just got such a fluidity to it that the Mega Drive platforming doesn't have. That's just my opinion now. Come on, Genie, what we got? Oh, extra life, brilliant, that'll do. Nice. Okay, now it starts to get a little bit more going on there. But yeah, I think this is a brilliant game. You know, that's the beauty of the 16-bit era. We've got two fantastic Aladdin games. So I've gotten pretty good at this recently. I just hope my luck continues, because I beat it the other week in two days, and I couldn't believe how I did it. So I've never been great at this game. But I'm starting to learn it quite a bit. I mean, the first part, these first couple of levels are dead straightforward. It's in a bit when it starts to get a little more tricky and you have to focus and pay attention to what you're doing. But I mean, look at the level of parallax, how good that looks. So nice. Oh, that went a bit wrong. I jumped a bit too early then. Oh my God, what's going on here? Come on. It's all gone wrong. Right, let's try again. Right, that's what I wanted to do. Then we got there. Oh, fall back down again. Right, climb up there, go over here, fly down, grab that, and jump back up. Hopefully. Right, here we go. And on to the next stage. So the first couple of stages, I say, are really straightforward. You can get through them pretty quick once you've played them a few times. But then it just starts getting really quite tense on some of the later levels. Oh, you son of a gun. I suppose you could probably say the music's a little repetitive, but it's just that good, I don't really care. It's just brilliant to listen to. So there's, I think, there's a secret extra bonus down there. I think there's an extra life down there or something. Hang on, I'll have a look. Yeah, there it is. I've got to just remember to get back up. Oh, there you go. Thank God for that. I had a horrible feeling I was going to fall to my death. I was getting a bit cocky then. I was just thinking to myself, you better slow down because you're going to fall to your death. Like that, and I went a bit too fast there. There we go. Right, okay, so we're not far now from the first boss. Who I always found to be really difficult to beat. And then I worked out what you're supposed to do. And once you figure it out, it really is straightforward. And here he comes. So this big guy with the sword. So all you got to do is they're attacking him, just hide behind the barrel. You can't lose, so all you got to do, you'll swing. Oh, I went a bit too late there. When he swings, jump, hide behind the barrel, wave his sword around, and when he swings, jump. It's dead straightforward. There you go. You can't go wrong. Well, you can go wrong because I did, but you just got to get your timing better than what I did. There you go. So I went way too bloody early then. What am I doing? Alright, there you go. Done him. Nailed. I think the monkey just fist pumped and all. That's funny. There you go, and get your goal. Right, so next game I've got to show you. This one came from Ireland, so not too far away. Unfortunately, they are in the European Union, so therefore you have to watch out for import tax as well. Didn't get VAT. I don't think I had to pay VAT. I'll have to check that. It's automatic on eBay. They just take it. You don't have a choice. I can't remember if it charges VAT from the EU or not. It probably did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But yeah, I saw this one and I thought, absolutely, that is a game I have to have in my collection. One of my favourite games. It's a scrolling beat 'em up, and yeah, I'm just glad I didn't have to import it, and it's in absolutely stunning condition. It is Batman Returns, and absolutely lovely condition. So yeah, really happy with this. I mean, to get these over here, you know, in the UK and Ireland, I was so chuffed. So much easier than having to import them and wait like a couple of weeks. I mean, look at this again, the screenshot. As I say about the black box, it really makes the screenshots shine, and all the text, the white text really pops off the back of it. Fantastic. And what a great game this is. I mean, what a phenomenal scrolling beat 'em up Batman Returns is. I think you probably all played it. I absolutely love it. I'm not very good at it. I can only get to Catwoman, and I've just never been able to defeat her. I've got Nintendo Power. If anyone knows how to do it, please let me know. Precautions. I'm guessing it's more to do with like the cape and to protect yourself, but I don't know, I can never get it right and I just get hammered. Manual, love this manual, look at that, the yellow and black and Batman, so cool. Really, really nice. So, lovely manual as well, some controls, lovely screenshot in there. I mean, it's just absolutely superb. I love this bit in the manual as well because you've got screenshots, but you've got this really, really nice piece of artwork as well. Yeah, man, the amount of detail and effort they went into back then, so good. Doesn't have a bag, but as I said earlier, as long as it's got the dust protector, I'm happy, which this one of course does. You have to wash them as well, because sometimes they can be quite, I'm assuming it's cigarettes that do it, but they can get quite yellow and dirty, so you have to watch out for keeping them clean. Right, so yeah, lovely cartridge again. Look at that, absolutely superb. As I say, I love the American carts. I think that, for me personally, as much as I like the rounded carts that we got and the Japanese got, I think these look the best. They're just so cool and so different. You know, the shape, the ridges, the bit there that locks into it when you put it in the machine. Very cool. Yeah, what a brilliant scrolling beat 'em up it is. The reason I love this game is the different, the variety of moves. It's not a boring scrolling beat. Well, a lot of time, scrolling beat 'em ups, if you're not into the genre, can look really boring because it's just a case of walk right and fight, as people say. But with this one, you know, you can punch and kick as normal, but you can do flying kicks. You can dive and use your cape and it'll push it out and it'll land on them. You can grab people and you can slam them to the floor, you can headbutt them. You can grab two people together and slam their heads together. You can take people, grab them and throw them into the background, and if there's like a window, it'll shatter. They really put a lot of effort into the game. There's so much, I mean, it's Konami, so, you know, Konami and Capcom back then were the kings. It's just absolutely fantastic. You know, and the graphics, I've always loved the second level, and it's a very short level, but it's the Christmas level with the clowns, and the graphics are just absolutely stunning on it. And when you get to the end and you save Selena Kyle and you've got the little scream sound effect, and it makes the whole experience so cinematic. I think Konami did a phenomenal job with that. I mean, generally, you know, film licenses don't always get the best treatment on games, do they? So they did a really nice job with this one. Okay, so here we go, Batman Returns. So let's get straight into the action. So a nice little animated intro. Bat signal goes up. Bruce Wayne. Jumps in the Batmobile, bombs it through Gotham. And off we go. Ambush in Gotham Plaza. And straight away, I mean, just how good does this look? I mean, look at the character of Batman alone, and then the snow falling down, the detail in the background, the layered graphics, you know, the parallax for the different layers. It's just incredible. I always do that, I always forget to do it, civilians. So you got punch, you got jump, you got jump kick, like that. You can jump and do that as well. And you can grab enemies and throw them and smack them about a bit as well. You can do that, which is one of my absolute favourite things to do. You can throw them on the floor. I can't throw them into the background just yet, that must be coming up. But I just absolutely love this game, it's brilliant, it's so timeless. Just kick this guy off there, or not. Get off the bike. I can never, the only problem with the layers is I tend to like not get the right positioning. I tend to be too high or too low. But it's just such a rapid, fun beat 'em up. And there's so much going on with it. I love the fact that you have so many options. You know, it's not just punch and kick. You know, you've got all the grabs and the being able to slam the two guys together and slam them into the background. And there's all these different little elements that just give you that variation that you need for a scrolling beat 'em up. Because a lot of them, they are literally just walk right and fight. Which, you know, is not always a bad thing, but I like that they made a bit of variety. I mean, look at that, like the light glinting off the clock at the top. It's just so much detail in this game, it's absolutely, but even the fact that the cast, they've drawn like a shadow in that tunnel there to make it look like a dark tunnel. Absolutely incredible. So much effort was put into this. Then it just knock out a licensed Batman game. I'm going to get this guy in a minute. There we go. So I want to get as much as I can done in this gameplay. Because I want to give you a good idea of it. I mean, I'm sure most people have played this by now. But for anyone that hasn't, I'll give you a good idea what the game's about. Right, this is where it gets really cool, because you can do that, but then you can also do this. Slam into the background. I love doing that. I don't know what it is, but it's just so much fun. But even the detail of the glass breaking and all the Christmas gifts and the trees in the window, it just pulls you into the environment and creates a whole world. Instead of just making it a generic beat 'em up, and that bloke is going to copy it in a minute. I'm smacking him about. Oh yeah, I forgot you got batarangs as well. That's another thing. There you go, just batter them. Have that. And you I forgot to say, you can also do this and all. You can use the shoulder buttons and protect yourself, which is nice. And the animation looks really good as well. Plays really nice on the American SNES as well, I've got to say that. Although it's funny that you get such a huge border because it's a 60Hz game. I'd love to know what causes that, if it's our TVs that cause that or if American TVs are the same and they have the border as well. It's just funny how we all go on about the borders on PAL games and yet American and Japanese still have them anyway on some games. It's just obviously the majority of them are full screen. So this first level is really just a lot of walking and battering people. It gets a bit more interesting after this. Oh, you get. See, I'm not very good at using the defence mechanism of pulling your cape around you like that. Although to be fair, it's taking energy off. I don't know if it's too much anyway. I'm a bit useless at doing that. But look at that, the glass panes, I love the way the effort they put into 2D games to try and give you effects like lighting and shadows. Really impressive. You bastard. Just slam around a bit, that should knock the energy right down. I don't think you can smack these two together, can you? Oh, you can. I thought they were too big and too heavy. I'm doing a piss poor job of taking these bikes out, I know that much. Right, got him. And I forgot even this now, look at that, the little Batman logo. What a cool idea. This level, I mean it's only the second level. Look at the confetti and the level of colour and detail and the lights on the trees and the parallax of it. It's just absolutely spot on. It's such a beautiful looking level. I mean, if this don't say on this game, I don't know what does. So we're just throwing batarangs on this automatic. So these guys are a pain in the arse with the fire. I found that you're better off just going for it and not worrying about them too much. Just get through them as quick as you can. Just take the guy. I love that tree in the background, it looks brilliant. And the music as well, the music is fantastic. And I love this bit now. Look at that, it's so, the audio work of this game is incredible. This guy's a bit of a twat. I tend to just like batter the hell out of him. It seems to work best for me, just keep firing at him. Not trying to work out any kind of tactics too much, I just keep hammering him. Holy shit. Yeah, just get his energy down as quick as possible. Because I haven't really got any techniques with these bosses. There you go, he's out of it. Right, now we're going to save Selena Kyle, or Catwoman. I mean, it's just, look at, even the little animation on her looking scared. It's stunning. In fact, that wasn't even level 2, was it? So there you go. It was part of level 1. Battle in the streets of Gotham City. Now we're in a sewer, because you always have to go to a sewer when you're playing a score and beat 'em up. All we need now is a lift. So it's the speed at which the fighting is done is brilliant. It's so rapid, and it just feels like a real fist fight. It doesn't feel like you're just trudging through the levels. The only thing you can't do is double tap and run, which is a shame. But I suppose Batsuit would restrict him a little bit. It's like when they make Robocop jump, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know, it's a game, so who cares? Nice little roundhouse from Bruce there. Oh! I don't know how I would do that. I don't know if that's a double button job. I've done it a couple of times now and I still haven't worked out how I'm doing it. I reckon it's a Capcom double buttoner. Look at that layer for the parallax through the side. Unfortunately it's stopped now because I've moved. But how cool is that? I mean, the level of 3D depth that actually gives you is incredible. Really impressive stuff. Such a brilliant game. I was trying to get that, whatever that bat will do for me, but then I didn't pay attention and got back and for it. That's just point. Nice. So even the animation when Bruce throws him to the ground looks really cool. That always makes me laugh at it. Oh, you can headbutt, I didn't realise that. I love these games. They always give the enemies really crap names. Look at that, look at the level of 3D depth that's giving you. Stunning. Grab the, yeah, Native American, I assume that is, just slamming him down. Don't know why we've got random Native Americans attacking Batman, but you know, you'd think they'd be on his side. But the variety is what really makes this game a game that you just come back to over and over again. You know, you got all the beautiful graphics, the incredible level design, the stunning music, but really the action and the variety of moves really makes it so replayable. Grab that heart, thank you. I can't remember what the boss is on this stage. I mean, Capcom and Konami just made some absolutely stunning scrolling beat-em-ups back then. Oh, the extra life, nice. So there you go anyway. So I've got Aladdin, got Batman, so that's 2 more in the collection. I've now got 6 games. So very early days, got a long way to go. But you know, it's the end of 2025, so I'm not going to be buying a lot of games because Christmas will be coming up soon, which means, you know, the post will get a bit shit and it'll be hard to get things delivered. So we'll probably have to take a break until the new year after that. But yeah, I've got a couple more games on the way. So when they arrive, I will obviously do a video for those. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below and I'll see you in the next video.